to ask the Scottish Government what engagement it has had with communities in the North East Scotland region on any increases to and reform of council tax.
Mr Joe Fitzpatrick.
Thank you. In partnership with COSLA, we are seeking views on the potential proposals to increase the charges on council tax property bands E to H. The Fairer Council Tax consultation closes on the 20th of September 2023 and will take into account the views of all respondents and stakeholders, including those from the North East.
Maggie Chapman.
I thank the Minister for that answer. I've been contacted by several constituents who are pensioners and are concerned about the possible changes to council tax bands E and above. With the cost crisis and a fixed income, they are already not looking forward to winter. Can the Minister say more about the options for change and what the timescale will be? What more can be done other than the council tax reduction scheme to tackle pensioner poverty? And can he provide a timeline for the much-needed and long-awaited comprehensive overhaul of council tax?
Minister.
So this consultation is seeking views on whether those in properties in the highest bands should be making a greater contribution only when they can afford to do so. The council tax reduction scheme ensures that nobody has to pay a council tax bill they can't be expected to afford, regardless of their property band. So in addition, the consultation paper also seeks views on whether the council tax reduction scheme should be expanded to protect those in lower incomes for any increases. Scottish councils have been treated fairly throughout the UK-imposed austerity, but we recognise the challenging environment that they face, and that is why we're continuing and committed to a new deal with local government in order to ensure the sustainability of local services. Obviously, the member will be aware that the working group is working in collaboration with COSLA and other partners, and they'll be looking at what other options might be brought forward. The proposal that COSLA and the Scottish Government are consulting on just now is one which could see significant additional fundings to
Thank you. I'm going to have a supplementary from Michael Mara, please.
The Minister should know that there are up to 80,000 low-income households that could face rises of up to 22% as a result of the proposals that he has brought forward. Why, in the worst cost-of-living crisis in a generation, does this government think ordinary Scots should foot the bill for this government's failure to fund local services?
Minister.
So, it is impossible and impractical to suggest that we continue investing in local services but don't look at how we're going to face the cost of living crisis and the cost of energy crisis. Mr Mara talks about 80,000 houses paying 22%. 22% in the proposal, which is in the consultation being consulted on, relates to band H. In Dundee, there are just over 30 properties in that band. Just over 30 properties in that band. I think it's really important that we look at this in the round. If Mr Mara has other suggestions on how we can raise funds for local services across the piece, then please bring them forward. But you can't say no council tax rises, no income tax rises, no VAT. I don't know. Is that a song, perhaps?
Question number